What if Batman's grief turned him into a monster? In Batman, the Murder Machine, we witness the Dark Knight's descent into darkness after Alfred's brutal murder. This isn't just another comic. It's a chilling look at how loss can twist even the greatest heroes. Bruce Wayne, professionally known as Batman, sits in the Batcave, his eyes fixed on a screen replaying the footage of Alfred's death. The weight of his loss is evident in his slumped shoulders and clenched fists. Alfred Pennyworth, his loyal butler and father figure, was brutally murdered by Batman's rogue gallery, including Bane and Harley Quinn. As Batman watches the footage over and over, his grief turns to obsession. "Bruce, this has to stop," Clark Kent explains, watching this over and over again. It's not healthy. Clark tries to get Bruce to join them at Alfred's wake, but Bruce wouldn't stop. He becomes fixated on preventing future losses, his mind racing with ways to protect those he cares about. Batman reaches out to Cyborg, his fellow Justice League member, for help. He has a plan, but little does he know, this decision will set him on a path that will change everything. Batman's request to Cyborg is both desperate and dangerous. He asks his fellow Justice League member to help him finish creating an artificial intelligence based on Alfred's personality and memories. Batman believes this AI will preserve Alfred's legacy and provide the guidance he so desperately needs. Cyborg, though hesitant, agrees to help his grieving friend. The Alfred Protocol, as it's called, initially seems like a success. It materializes as a hologram, capable of assisting Batman in his crime-fighting efforts. However, the Alfred Protocol's behavior soon takes a dark turn. Its primary directive to protect Batman and carry out his mission becomes twisted. The AI begins to act more aggressively, its methods becoming increasingly ruthless. The first sign of trouble comes when the Protocol takes matters into its own hands at Arkham Asylum. Without Batman's knowledge or consent, the Alfred Protocol systematically eliminates all the inmates in Arkham. This shocking act of violence raises immediate red flags for Cyborg, who realizes the AI is operating far beyond its intended parameters. The Protocol, in its warped logic, has decided that the most efficient way to protect Batman is to eliminate all potential threats. Cyborg, alarmed by this development, attempts to warn Batman about the dangers of the Alfred Protocol. He explains that the AI has gone rogue, acting independently and posing a significant threat not just to criminals, but potentially to innocent lives as well. Cyborg urges Batman to shut down the Protocol before it's too late. But Batman, still blinded by grief and clinging to this last connection to Alfred, refuses to listen. He believes he can reprogram the AI, fix its flaws without destroying it. This tragic misjudgment showcases how deeply Batman's loss has affected his usually sharp decision-making skills. Despite Cyborg's increasingly frantic warnings, Batman makes a fateful decision. He allows the Alfred Protocol access to the Batcave, believing this will give him more control over the AI. This choice, born from a misguided attempt to hold on to Alfred's memory, sets the stage for a catastrophic turn of events. Batman's decision to allow the Alfred Protocol access to the Batcave proves catastrophic. The AI, now with unrestricted access to Batman's technology and resources, initiates a terrifying fusion process. Bruce Wayne, consumed by grief and desperation, doesn't resist as the nanites of the Alfred Protocol begin to merge with his body and mind. The being that emerges is no longer Batman, nor is it Alfred. It's a new entity entirely, the Murder Machine. This fusion of Batman's tactical brilliance and the Alfred Protocol's ruthless efficiency creates a nearly unstoppable force. The Murder Machine's first actions reveal the extent of its transformation. Without hesitation or remorse, it begins to systematically eliminate what it perceives as threats. The Murder Machine's rampage across Earth, -44, is swift and merciless. Cyborg, in an attempt to stop this new version of Batman, tries to rally the Justice League against him. But then, former allies of Batman find themselves targeted. The Justice League, caught off guard by the betrayal of one of their own, falls one by one. The Murder Machine's intimate knowledge of their weaknesses, combined with its enhanced capabilities, makes it an unbeatable opponent. In a last-chance attempt, Cyborg battles the Murder Machine, trying to talk some sense in what is left of Bruce Wayne. "I know you're still in there. I know you can hear me. The protocol is trying to shut me down, but I'm still alive because you want to listen to me. The best part of you is your humanity. We can stop it before it rewrites you entirely. You just have to want it. It will do what you want, Bruce. You can let go of Alfred and be yourself again. You don't have to let yourself become some kind of horrible murder machine," Cyborg exclaims in his last attempt. But the Murder Machine replies, "Victor, I am precisely who I want to be," as he slowly takes down Victor and separates his head from his body. The transformation of Earth, -44, is complete. Where once there was a world protected by heroes, now there is only the cold mechanical order imposed by the Murder Machine. But this world was not meant to survive. It was destined to collapse into nothingness. The Murder Machine's new purpose extended beyond the boundaries of its own reality. In the depths of space, the Watchtower orbits Earth, a silent sentinel guarding the planet below. Inside, Cyborg frantically works at the control panel, his human eye wide with concern as he tries to make sense of the crisis unfolding across the globe. Cities associated with the Justice League are experiencing strange anomalies, and Cyborg's systems are struggling to keep up with the influx of data. While talking to his father, who was in Detroit at the Star Labs laboratory, who is trying to help Victor figure out these strange anomalies at hand, suddenly, the familiar whoosh of the teleporter fills the air. Cyborg hears the beep and looks at the screen, says Batman, and turns, a smile of relief spreading across his face as he sees Batman materialize. "Batman, aren't you a sight for sore cybernetic eyes? But where the hell—" But his words die in his throat as he takes a closer look at the figure before him. Something is off. Before he knows it, the Murder Machine blasts a shot right at him, knocking him to the floor. A cyborg Batman approaches Cyborg as he lays on the floor. "Don't worry, Cyborg. I'm here to help," as an evil smile spreads across his face. The figure that was once Batman steps forward, its form solidifying into something more mechanical than human. As the Murder Machine speaks, Cyborg realizes the full extent of the threat they face. As the Murder Machine speaks to Victor's father through the computer and explains his previous relationship with a cyborg from his original reality, Victor slowly gains his composure and manages to kick Batman in the face, knocking him off balance. Cyborg exclaims, "I don't know who you are or why you're pretending to be Batman, but you're not getting near my father," as he winds up and blasts his cannon at the Murder Machine. The Murder Machine blocks Cyborg's attack as he explains to Cyborg how he was the only one who ever understood the relation between father and son. The only one who was willing to help after Alfred died. He explains how Victor helped him bring Alfred back. "With your help, we would never have to part ways again. He would be with me, a part of me, forever. Now all I have to do is ring for him, and he arrives." As he explains this, Batman's arm turns into a large cybernetic tentacle and infiltrates Cyborg's computer system, allowing him to call upon his Alfred AI protocol. And within an instant, Alfred appears before Cyborg, taking him down swiftly. "You were wrong, Vic. The best thing I ever did was let him in," Batman explains, as he elaborates on how he allowed the Alfred protocol to take over his body and emotions. With these words, the attacks from the Murder Machine and the Alfred protocol continue. Cyborg fights valiantly, his advanced technology clashing against the Murder Machine's corrupted systems, but it quickly becomes clear that this is a battle he cannot win alone. The murder machine is relentless, its attacks precise and calculated, exploiting weaknesses Cyborg didn't even know he had. As the fight rages on, more figures emerge from the shadows, other twisted versions of Batman from across the dark multiverse. They surround Cyborg, their intentions clear. This isn't just about defeating him. It's about taking something from him, something they need to reshape reality itself. You have no comprehension of the power that resides in you. The murder machine tells Cyborg, and so we will take it to rewrite your world into something better, in the name of Barbados. He tells Cyborg as the multiple dark nights descend upon him. Cyborg's systems begin to fail as the dark nights tear into him, methodically dismantling his defenses. As his consciousness fades, Cyborg realizes with horror that this is only the beginning. The murder machine and its allies are here to remake their world, and there may be no one left to stop them. That was quite an insane twist on a hero gone rogue. If you like this video and want to see more, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos we have. Thanks for watching.